Hello my friends. Welcome to another Lissa video. I'm really excited for these videos that are coming up in the next 10 days. I have compiled a series of videos addressing one of the most requested topics for this Vlogtober. So I made a sticker on Instagram stories and I asked all of you what you would like to hear me talk about for Vlogtober. And one of the top requests was how to eat a raw vegan diet in the winter months. And since it's fall and the months are getting colder over here, I thought it would be the perfect time to make this video series. So there's going to be 10 videos in the series. You can find the link to the playlist in the description box below. And for the next 10 days, I will be releasing one tip for each video. That way I'm not releasing one big giant video that's like an hour long. Instead, we can do a little bit here and there every day. So if you're interested in learning my personal tips on how to stay raw in the winter, you are going to love this video. So first up, thanks for joining me again, and we've got 40% off all of our recipe books, including the brand new Nice Cream book that was just released last month. So if you're interested in grabbing those at that discount, you can find the link right here to all of the ebooks and in the description box below as well. The code for the discount is Nice Cream 40. So you can use that code, get the discount, enjoy any of the recipes during the cold winter months. So what is my number one tip for sustaining a raw vegan diet in the winter? Interestingly enough, it is to eat enough. Now, if you guys watch my videos, you know that I constantly preach to eat enough food. It is so important to eat enough, and a lot of people who try the raw vegan diet don't necessarily eat enough. I've had a lot of people message me and say, but I eat enough and this is happening and this is happening. But then when we go through like food for food, like how many apples did you have? How many dates were in that? How much spinach did you have or whatever? We end up finding that these people are eating between 800 and 1200 calories a day. And they think they're eating enough, but that's definitely not enough. It's less than half of what they should be eating every day. So what happens in the body is that when you undereat, when you're not eating enough, the body will downregulate your metabolism and your hormones. That's why a lot of women will lose their periods when they are undereating over a long period of time. The body is like, well, we can't have a baby, so we're gonna shut down the hormones just for right now because it's famine and we can't support a baby because you're not eating enough. So it's very, very important to eat enough for your hormones. But with your metabolism, if you don't eat enough, then when your metabolism's down-regulated, you feel cold. So a lot of people who are on calorie restrictive diets feel cold more often. Their hands are cold, their nose, their ears, their feet, and they're just always cold. And it's okay to be cold, but if you're always cold, if your nose is freezing in a warm room, or if your hands are freezing when you're outside on a warm summer day, that's a sign that there's either something wrong maybe with your thyroid or your metabolism if you are not eating enough. So think about your internal furnace as like, you know, the coal stove in a train, for example. You can't move the train forward unless you put coals in the fire. There's nothing to burn. We need to eat to be able to burn. You yourself are a furnace and you create heat when you put energy in. So we need to eat clean burning energy in high amounts to be able to burn more. So with my experience, for example, I tried countless diets. I've tried raw veganism for ever since 2004. I've been dabbling in and out of it as well. And I noticed throughout the entire time, I was constantly undereating, always undereating because I thought I needed to restrict my calories to lose weight, when in reality, I had to lower my fat percentage and eat way more of everything else and eat a lot of fruit and a lot of greens and a lot of sprouts, a lot of vegetables. I had to eat enough of those foods so that I could actually have a healthy burning internal furnace. So when I started to eat more raw food, when I went raw fully in 2014, I was eating over 2,000 calories, some days between 2,100 and 2,400, give or take. I was eating enough food, and suddenly my thyroid issues went away. Now, again, this is just my story, my personal experience. I lived 5 winters in Canada, in Edmonton, Alberta, where some days it gets minus 30, minus 40. I think the coldest that I ever lived was a couple winters ago. It was minus 47. So it gets very cold there. The fruit and veggies kind of suck in the winter, which we'll go over in a future video. And I just was always under eating. So I was like not just cold from the cold, but I was cold because I wasn't eating enough. So I discovered that when I started eating enough, that I started to actually feel warm inside, and my hands started to feel warm, and I was actually burning more clean fuel and creating that internal heat. So if you have issues staying raw in the winter, it's extremely important that you eat enough to boost that metabolism. Stay low fat, obviously. If you're eating enough, then a low fat diet is not that low, really. I mean, if you're eating 2,400 or 3,000 calories, you're eating easily like 26 to 32 grams of fat, which is a healthy amount, and it's easy to get. So we don't have to worry too much about being no fat. We just have to eat a lot of everything else so that we can stay on the low fat spectrum. That way you're getting enough calories, you're getting enough carbs to burn for fuel, and you're still getting enough fats and staying in the 10% range. So I hope that helps anybody there. That is my number 1 tip. That is the thing that has helped me the most through the winters. Number 1, because it stopped my cravings because I was eating enough. And number 2, because it boosted my metabolism so I was no longer always cold. And it's a little windy right now, so we're going to close this video. If you like the video, please click like, subscribe to my channel to get notifications for more. You can find me on Instagram at Raw Food Romance, and on Facebook, Lissa's Raw Food Romance. You can also, again, grab any of our recipe books. The link is right here and in the description box below. The 40% off code right now is Nice Cream 40. So if you want to get that 40% off, use that code, enjoy it, grab some recipes. I have a winter recipe book in that bundle if you want, for awesome holiday recipes. And again, we'll be talking about raw in the winter in the holidays in further videos. If you want to watch all the videos, link is also in the description box below for the playlist. So I hope you guys again enjoyed, and we'll see you next time tomorrow for the next video. Mwah. Fruit on.